Hello guys, how you doing? It's selfcurepal again, and today is March 24th, 2026. We're gonna talk about natural remedies for perimenopause and menopause that actually work, and about harm of HRT, hormone replacement therapy. So it's part one, as I mentioned, and follow on next week. It's gonna be part two. So watch both of them, please. Let's start from hormone replacement therapy. What does it mean? That replenishes the hormones, primarily estrogen, that decline with menopause to relieve symptoms like hot flashes and vaginal dryness. HRT was widely prescribed, including to protect women from chronic diseases, especially heart disease, for decades, but its use plunged after 2002 Women's Health Initiative study found it could raise the risk not only of breast and ovarian cancer, but also of strokes and other serious conditions. Of about 41 million of United States women aged from 45 to 64 years old in 2020, only 2 million, that's less than 5%, received a hormone therapy prescription. Okay, try to avoid it. But some from personal experience of one lady. Women got hooked up on HRT, hormone replacement therapy, then found a natural remedy to the menopause. Story by some lady. From HRT to staffing herself with the TOEFL and even embarking on intense psychedelic therapy. She detests menopause so much that she'll try pretty much anything to keep it at bay. But since returning from an India Aura Verda retreat, she is rethinking her relationships with its inevitability. Aside from random joint pain, her difficulties are less physical and more emotional. In a household comprising from 52 years old woman and 16-year-old teen, it's often the former, her, who'll win the award for most likely to fly off the handle. These fun and games began around 5 years ago, aged 47, when the insidious symptoms started shaking up on her. Irritability, negativity, intolerance, joylessness, a general sense of meh. She did what quite a few unknowingly perimenopausal women did. She got divorced. When midlife stages collides with menopause, you'd better watch out. Divorce caused her bouts of anxiety, bouts that she didn't deal with well. Negative thoughts would spin in her head like a tumble dryer with no off button. Accepting that it might be down to perimenopause, she began her 5-year love affair with HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Like most, she started on a low dose, just one pump of oestrogel, the equivalent of 0.75 milligrams of estradiol, the body's main form of estrogen. A quarter of the UK's, United Kingdom's, licensed maximum dose. Impatient for results and greedy for the promised rewards, she swiftly doubled the dose. Yet it didn't turn out to be miracle cure she'd hoped for. Although it took the edge off things possibly as a placebo, the anxiety persisted. Naturally, she assumed the solution was more and more of this elixir. It wasn't long before she was slaughtering herself to much gel, 3 pumps that had things couldn't accommodate it all. She even considered going up to the maximum dose of 4 pumps, justifying the move on the basis that she was merely replacing what was being naturally lost. But this would have involved increasing her progesterone intake to prevent thickening of the womb lining, a condition that increases the risk of cancer. As she's one of 10 to 20% who are progesterone intolerant, she reluctantly stuck to 3 pumps. She soon learned that too much of HRT can worsen hot flashes, anxiety, and insomnia, while causing irregular bleeding and increasing that aforementioned risk of cancer. It was official. She'd become emotionally addicted on and dependent on HRT. So when opportunity arose to try a hormone rebalance program at a luxurious Indian wellness retreat called Ananda in the Himalayas, the timing felt perfect. She got a restricted diet, a lesson in acceptance, and soon read a confronting but cathartic emotional healing. Much to her surprise, she checked out feeling more mentally and physically resilient. So much so that she began to reappraise her relationships with HRT. The retreat used methods of Ayurveda, a 5,000-year-old medicine system that focuses on balancing body and mind through lifestyle and diet. Conventional approach is based on replacing depleting hormones without focusing on whether the person is metabolizing the hormones properly, their nervous system, or gut health. In contrast, Ayurveda is all about optimizing gut health and stress management, so the body and mind are better primed to self-regulate around hormonal fluctuations. And as I mentioned in the next video, we're gonna mention practical things how to naturally about the natural remedies that work. And as usual, I'm a holistic medicine specialist. For individual or family consulting, you can call me or better text with starting selfcurepal 845-709-4501, or better email me selfcurepal@gmail.com. And please subscribe who didn't, follow up, spread the love, put likes if you like it, and you know how algorithm works. And a bit of disclosure, remember I'm not a practicing doctor. Despite of having MD degree and experience, I am not prescribing medical treatment nor trying to diagnose. I present all this information simply for educational purpose only. This information is strictly my opinion and based on information currently available. I believe everything to be true and accurate. You and only you are responsible for your health and choices. Thank you. God bless.